I can understand people not wanting us to win, Thorsten. I can get that, my friend. But what I can't get is people not wanting us to win at the expense of Manchester City winning, and people preferring the idea of potential cheats winning over a club that, look, they may not like, but at least they're doing things above board. So, as an example, I don't want Arsenal to win the league, but I will absolutely take Arsenal winning the league every day of the week over Manchester City winning it, even though I'd have a lot more banter to listen to from my Arsenal supporting mates. I'd at least have respect for them for winning the league. You know my thoughts on Manchester City. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, the best VPN on the market. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to change your location to access websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Using Surfshark, we here in Ireland can access other countries' Netflix libraries or other streaming platforms like DAZN in Spain for all those important Premier League games. Surfshark keeps you safe and private by protecting everything you do online. Everything. When your device connects to the internet, all that information is, in a way, blurred out. Surfshark is particularly useful for keeping you safe from being hacked if you use public Wi-Fi. Let's say you're in a cafe, you're at college, you're out and about, they've got you covered. Surfshark allows you to use one subscription on unlimited devices, meaning you can share your account with friends or family or that neighbour who's a little bit cheap. On top of all of this, Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can also upgrade to Surfshark One, which includes the VPN, an alert system for breaches related to your data, such as emails and credit cards, and an antivirus software for your desktop. Our sign-up offer gives you Surfshark VPN for a little over €2 a month, and you'll get an additional 3 months free. Simply scan the QR code on screen right now or use the link in the description and enter the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. What's your honest opinion if City get relegated from the Premier League due to the 115 charges? That it's no more than they deserve. I've no sympathy for them. None. Zero. Because at every juncture, they've made it difficult and thrown up roadblocks and dragged it out and shown no willingness to accept they did that wrong. And I guess some people can say that's a good thing, but for me, I look at it this way. If they continue to, make it this difficult and say they've done nothing wrong and they're found guilty, well, they've already been charged, but if the appeal finds them guilty as well, then their lack of helping the authorities should be used by throwing the book at them. And this harshest, because think of it this way, if they're proven those 115 charges, there has to be a massive deterrent to stop anybody else thinking they can come in and do this again in the future. So I think the fullest extent of the rules should be thrown at them. And I've no sympathy for them because they've had no sympathy for everybody else that they've been fucking over for the last, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? I don't know. They've stuck 2 fingers up to the rest of the Premier League, and I think we should return the favour if they're found guilty. What do you think Klopp's legacy will be? It's a good question, Paul. Reviving a sleeping giant is probably the kindest way I can say it. Because it was going to take somebody like Klopp. We've had some false dawns, we've had moments of success, but what we've always lacked is consistently challenging. Now, there are some people that will say Klopp winning one of everything is not an achievement. I would respectfully disagree, and I think Jurgen Klopp has restored belief and confidence and passion in Liverpool Football Club, and as cheesy as this sounds, and I know even when I'm saying it, but him saying turn doubters to believers is the best way to summarise it, because that's exactly what the man did. The man gave us, not that we never had a pride in supporting Liverpool, but he allowed us to dream again. And, I've been watching Liverpool since I've been 8 years of age, and this period has been the greatest time I've had supporting this football club, and that comes down to Jurgen Klopp giving us that belief to dream and ability to dream. It's been incredible. Every single week, no matter what happens, we're never out of it. And And that's, I think that is the legacy for me, as well as breaking the curse of not winning the Premier League. So yeah, they're the two things I would say. But yeah, just giving us that sense of excitement and the ability to dream about what's possible. Would have been a Klopp dynasty if it weren't for the cheats. That's always going to be the thing that haunts me, mate. I can't lie to you. You know, I've said for a long time that my biggest regret would be Klopp leaving trophies on the table and us feeling like we could have got a bit more. And no matter how hard the book will be thrown at Manchester City, we're never getting them years back. And that's why I've been so angry about it from day one. It's because if they're found guilty, they have taken away enjoyment, celebratory moments, life-changing events from other football fans to the detriment of football in general. I don't think anybody really looks deep enough at what the fuck this means. They have basically taken a generation and potentially destroyed it for their own gains, their own fame, and it could be the biggest cheating scandal in my life watching football. I can't underplay how strongly I feel about it. It disgusts me. And it disgusts me that it's been allowed to happen. And it disgusts me that people are willing to turn their noses up to it just because they don't like us or because they don't like Arsenal. It's honestly, there's no punishment that's going to be good enough, in my opinion. None. They should be relegated out of existence for all I care. They are absolutely everything that's wrong with football and everything that's wrong with how football is viewed in the world now, that the ends justify the means, and it doesn't, and it shouldn't. And yeah, somebody has to keep saying, what about those trying to do it right? What about those trying to play by the rules? And somebody has to prove that it's not all about money and how deep your pockets are and what influence you have. We were taught as children about right and wrong, and that either exists or it doesn't. And if it doesn't exist, then stop fucking telling us that it does, because I know that this feels dirty and grubby and makes no sense. So to me, it's a disgrace to football. Klopp's the only manager other than Fergie to win one of everything in one Premier League club without cheating. Thanks for making my day by talking to us. No, my pleasure, Ben. Yeah, look, I certainly believe everything Jurgen's achieved is a remarkable feat, considering what we're up against. So for me, yeah, I know people love to undermine Klopp and just say, oh, one of everything, ha ha ha. But yeah, one of everything's still pretty damn good, considering we had two other European Cup finals, a Europa League final, and set some ridiculous points tallies that would have won Premier Leagues in any other era or any other year. So yeah, we've achieved a lot under Jurgen, but we'll always think what might have been, though. You know, it's only natural when you look at Manchester City, think, what if they weren't around? You know, would we have won more? Yeah, probably. I know Jurgen and Pep have this kind of respectful friendship, if you want to call it that, where they feel they pushed each other on. But, you know, I'd love to know if Jurgen really does have that respect for what's gone on at Man City, or if he's just unable to say how he really feels, because I don't have much respect for them, if I'm being honest. If City were found guilty, would you want City's trophies shipped back and given to us? No. So everyone differs on this, Preston, and I've spoken to people who would like the trophies given. You know, I've spoken to United fans who wouldn't mind another league title or two. I've spoken to Liverpool fans who wouldn't mind it. For me, I think the biggest warning to future generations would be to have a big exclamation point at the end of it that says there were no winners of these trophies in these years for these reasons. They were won by Manchester City, who were found to have cheated, and those titles have been stripped, and therefore in these years nobody won these trophies. I think that would be a more powerful statement than giving out trophies to clubs who, let's be honest, don't really want them. Fans don't have a chance to celebrate them, and those years and those moments will never be given back. So I try to make a comparison of somebody who finishes fourth in the Olympics, and you find out that the other three people ahead of you have all been cheating and taking drugs, and you get your medal in the ceremony in the fucking post or something, you know, not inside the Olympic Stadium with your family present, with your national anthem being played. It's empty. It's empty. And that will be the case with the league titles as well for me. Totally agree with you on that, Craig, as well as City giving all the money back. Oh yeah, I think they should be fined into obscurity, or excuse me, into obscurity. Because remember, every single day they've said they've done nothing wrong. Every day, double down on it. Guardiola's come out and, you know, been arrogant about it and said he believes his club, and then they've said the next minute they want to get on with it quickly, but yeah, they're holding up investigation, so they clearly don't. I've no sympathy for them. None. Zero. If they said, yeah, shit, we got caught with our pants down, fair enough. You know, I think leniency, there's always a case for leniency if somebody admits their mistakes or somebody admits they're cheating. But if you continue to drag it out and out and out and out and out, then you deserve everything that gets thrown at you. As long as the trophies are removed from Manchester City, however the runner-ups were cheated out of them and deserve them, sure, we fans can't celebrate them now, but we clearly won more trophies. But it's empty. That's the whole thing about it. It's empty. And I think it's a more powerful statement to say that nobody got them because there was cheating, rather than this team was cheating and they were handed down. Because, you know, Klopp's never going to get that time back. Verge is never going to get that time back. They're never going to get that unity with the fans. And it was robbed from a lot of people, not just Liverpool. You know, I think United were due a title or two if City were found to have cheated. But personally, just my own preference, I wouldn't want them.